why wouldn't Giannis rely on him? Again, his Middleton's mid-range game is superb, and he's reliable from the free throw line. Giannis is not reliable from the perimeter, and he's not reliable from the free throw line. He's reliable 5 feet, and then he's reliable in the open court. He's reliable as a playmaker because he's setting dudes up. And let's not forget Pat Connaughton and the big shots he made last night. Not just the three, but also the putback off a miss. Pat Connaughton showed up last night, played well as well. But in the end, what I'm saying to you is this. We're not questioning Middleton in terms of what Middleton brings to the table. All we're questioning is the consistency. We loved and revered Kobe. Why? Shaq fouls out against Indiana, and Kobe's like, big fella, I got this. Don't you worry about a thing.
It's not fair to compare Middleton to Kobe.
Don't you bring that up with Mrs. Rose on this TV. Don't you bring that up because her husband caught some of that moment. You know Jalen Rose caught some of that Kobe Bryant.
Jalen Rose showed up in the playoffs.
Jalen's got a lot of wins in his life. I mean, the number one is right here.
You're right about that. You're right about that.
No, you tell him.
You're right about that. He damn right. Damn right. He damn sure won. No question.
Here's the bottom line about Giannis, okay? When you bring up Middleton, Stephen A. brings up consistency. Stephen A.'s right. The difference is this. Middleton shows up here. Middleton shows up there. Giannis went for 26, 14, 8, 3 with 2 blocks. One of them the best I've ever seen practically. Listen to these numbers. Tell me when you see a soft 15-point Middleton-type game. 41 and 13, 42 and 12, 33, 9 and 11, 25, 9 and 6, 34 and 12, 40 and 13, 30 and 17, 34 and 12. It goes on. 34 and 12, 33 and 14. Every single. You know when Giannis shows up? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every day.
Max. And listen, I'm not disagreeing with that, okay? And that's why I said I'm going to call them the Justice League. But I'm going to go back to another point that was brought up on this show. When you look at Russell Westbrook, a walking triple-double, okay? A guy that we know could get those numbers in his sleep. It's the same type of thing when it comes down to Giannis. We know what Giannis is capable of doing. He's so dominant. We know he could put up those numbers. All I'm saying is this, Max and Stephen A., when it matters the most. This was the first game in this series that the league was changing. It was a tie game. It was a back and forth, a possession by possession. And when it mattered, who stepped up, who had the ball in his hands. A guy that shoots 50, 40, 90.
Time out. I can't let you get away with that because it's you, KP, and you're very, very big on accountability, bro. That's why I love you. The point of the matter is there have been too many nights Middleton has been inconsistent. Again, no question in his skill. If you're talking about his skill and that's all you're talking about, I'm with you. But we're talking about delivering the goods in key moments. And what I'm saying to you is that's not always him. Max started to show accurately, I might add, by pointing out, okay, can Middleton do this on the road? You're still having questions about Middleton. You came into this series talking about what he's capable of doing, but you needed a level of consistency when you was on SportsCenter with your boy. And all I'm saying to you is that that's the question about Middleton, not his skill. But what you gonna do now that the series is tied 2-2 and you going back to Phoenix? What you gonna do if a Game 7 shows up and you got to show up? Now, in fairness to him, he did show up on the road against Atlanta.
He did.
That is
Couple
true.
times, actually.
That is true. And I'm not questioning the skill set at all.
But
I'm just saying, what you gonna give me? Can I rely on you to give it to me night in, night out? In the best of 3, Kendrick Perkins, in the best of 3. Can I rely on you to do it the next 3 games?
You're focusing on scoring, particularly at the end of games. That's usually not the big. That's usually his wing help, right? That's usually the main support to the big. Shaq had to rely on Kobe. Kareem had to rely on Magic and later Worthy, right? That's what happens with bigs. They need a crime partner who can create his own shot at the end of games. Why are we only focusing on the offense when Giannis gives you rebounding, defense at historical levels when you need it most? That's also part of the game and part of being clutch.
Well, let me correct you real quick, Mr. Kellerman. If I recall, when we go back to that Brooklyn Nets series in that Game 7, when KD was going off, he fouled and P.J. Tucker fouled out, Giannis didn't go guard Kevin Durant. It was Khris Middleton that went guarded Kevin Durant. It was Khris Middleton that was getting those timely buckets. When Giannis went out, Did you not see Khris Middleton's stat line? He almost notched a triple-double. I believe he had 29 points, 14 rebounds, and 8 assists. And when we look at this series alone, we could really only point out Khris Middleton only really had one bad game, and that was game 2. He dropped 29 in game 1. In game 3, he deferred to Giannis because they couldn't guard him down low because Ayton got in foul trouble. And then in game 3, he completely dominated with a 40-point.
How many bad games has Giannis had?
Game that
on a hyperextended knee.
Look, we could say Giannis is 3 for 3, but we could say Khris Middleton is 2 for 3.
What's
so
more,
that's not
2 or
bad
3?
at
My
all.
math is rusty. Are we in base
I'm
math?
not getting into the comparisons. That doesn't mean anything to me right now. We know it's Giannis's team, but Middleton is being paid $180 million for a reason, and giving credit where credit is due. Khris Middleton has earned his money, no question. But he showed that he's worth the $180 million
No, he's got to keep doing it. Not yet.
No. He showed that he's earned it already. He showed now he's got to. You could elevate his play with other dudes getting $200+ million, but the bottom line, he showed that he's worth the money. All I'm saying, KP, is this: it's his time to close, and I'm looking at him from that perspective, and I'm just saying that you got to deliver those goods too. Before you're going to call him like Batman and all of that. You got to do that.
Drew Holiday could hit a few shots, too. That wouldn't hurt.
Well, he's preoccupied defending
He's doing a great job.
CP3. And by the way, in Game 3, Middleton, that game was there to be had if Middleton had played better offensively. He only shot like 6 of 16, 5 of 16 from the field. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.